But before we close this out, let's go ahead and sing the hole in the log and go through this one more time. So, routines building mini training for the Trial 2.6 experience. We build out a lead magnet. We actually have lots of lead magnets, but for this case, we build out one lead magnet. We send it out to our lists. In some cases, several hundred, in some cases, several thousand people will receive this lead magnet. Now, this is truly the power of building automations, because I send this out to one person and it can handle it. I send this out to 100 people and they all come into the trial at the exact same time. Sam can also handle that. They will receive the same great experience over that time frame. It doesn't matter. Think about what you can do if you wanted to build a world-class client experience and be able to service 100 people at a time. If you're in real estate, that could be 100 transactions that you're working through at once. Or you could just be one-off. And so building out these experiences in a way that scales, that's able to be grown from 1 to 100 to 1,000 to 100,000 people all at once, and you can handle it. What this does for our company is allows Mark and I to stay what is called lean. Lean not as in a diet term, but lean as in a small number of employees. We don't necessarily need to hire out because we have processes in place to handle all of this. And in doing so, I get the opportunity not to spend my day following up with emails, but building out trainings like this for you, or editing videos, or spending time with customers, or having customer meetings and helping them understand how to use SAM better. We're building better customer experiences. We're building better relationships. And we're not having to sacrifice so much time being plugged in, trying to do all of this stuff manually. That's truly the power of routine automations. So we send out a lead magnet. They become an engaged lead. When they're an engaged lead, they end up taking a SAM trial. Immediately after the SAM trial starts, we introduce the challenge to them. I introduce myself on a video. The challenge runs for 5 days. At that point, they have either completed the challenge and they get this crazy awesome reward, $800 reward, or they didn't complete the challenge. And if they've done any of the tasks, they get an opportunity of a lifetime, or golden ticket opportunity. If they want to subscribe at that moment, they could also gain the reward. But if they don't, that's totally fine too. We navigate them into phase 2. In phase 2, we talk about, hey, you are embarking on the second half of your trial experience. Here's what we're going to do. We offer up a couple more opportunities. Halfway point, the milestone would have been triggered up at the top or around the halfway point. Then they make it all the way to email 14. At email 14, we say, hey, you're at the end of your trial. You got a good look at SAM. Would you like to subscribe? If you would like to subscribe and you have not yet, here is probably the biggest offer that we can have. I've collected all of the resources that I've got laying around our business and our Google Drive, all of the trainings that we worked on. Have at it. Here's the kitchen sink. At that point, we move on. If they don't end up taking the kitchen sink offer, I give a 30-day period where all of the emails that we send to them, there's like 4 or 5 of them, are focused on hitting them in the 3 different areas that you need to start marketing towards someone: the ethos, the pathos, and the logos. Now, at the end of their 30-day period, if they have not taken the kitchen sink offer, I say, hey, here's the deal. We're going to delete your account because you're clogging up bandwidth in SAM. And if you would like, you can still subscribe. If you end up subscribing today, you'll keep all of this progress and it won't be in vain, because think about how much work you did. Think about how in that 30-day period, you didn't solve this problem that you were looking to solve when you came to SAM initially. And guess what? The entire 30 days, I'm reinforcing into them that folks just like them have solved that problem using SAM. And so at this point, they have all of this evidence pointing towards the fact that SAM is the solution. And if I don't have them at that point, gosh, I'm probably not going to get them. And that's totally fine. We're not the right solution for everybody, but I'm going to try my best to be the right solution for as many of them as I can. From there, I give a 1-day buffer. That's for my sake. And I send them out a email 16. That email 16 establishes reciprocity. Reciprocity being, hey, I'm going to send you off better than I found you. And hopefully they will not hate me for that. Because ultimately, real estate's a really small world. Real estate technology is even smaller. And you don't want to ruin your reputation by being an a-hole, right? So let's just solve that by being a good guy. And I do that by trying to give them all of my best workflow secrets. And so I send them on. The cool thing about giving them all my best stuff is it actually builds in a lead magnet sequence that could drive them towards to a trial at some point in the future. And so even though I'm closing the door, I'm leaving it cracked. And I move forward. Now, the 5-day buffer is in there. For me, it's a catch-all safety net. At that point, I send a message to my team. I say, hey, this account's ready to be deleted. We are about to have some more space inside SAM. Let's go. At the cost, we didn't get a customer. That's kind of a bum deal. I wish we could have helped them, but maybe they'll come back in the future. I would love that. And then we move on with our life. I've sent that via email. I've sent that via Slack. That is the Trial 2.6 experience. Now, we have covered what this is, but what we need to do now is look at it inside SAM. So if you're still with me, go ahead and take a moment and just like stand up and stretch. Maybe we do some of this. Just right here. Just kind of squiggle left and right and let your arms float freely. Now, once we have done this, we're going to jump into SAM. So if you have not yet taken a free trial, go ahead and visit sam.workflowsecrets.info and you can gain a 14-day free trial. You can watch this entire thing unfold and you could go all the way through and you could receive these lead magnets at the very back end. And then I suppose you could wait 30 days. You could let us delete the account. You could start again, and then you could take the offer at any point. But what I would hope is that if you're looking for a CRM, if you found this trial experience building training, if you're a systems thinker and you are really interested in automations, if you are inside real estate and you are looking for the AI system that is replacing real estate CRMs, we're the solution. But here's the kicker. I am not a real estate agent. I am a real estate technology builder. And we use SAM. So if you're not in real estate, guess what? You could still use SAM. The only thing that you would not need inside that account is access to the properties database, but that's just one small area. Everything else would be incredibly useful to you. So whether you're in real estate, whether you're not in real estate, and you've made it to this point, go ahead and hop over, get a free trial of SAM, see this, build it, run it, experience it, and then subscribe to SAM because this is going to be the solution for you. And I truly believe we're the team to help you accomplish something really incredible inside your business. So now what we're going to do is we are going to dive inside the platform. We're actually going to look at how we do this, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up there. But this has been so much fun for me to actually build and accomplish and put into motion. It took me almost an entire month to actually review all of the different feedback that we had. And realistically, it was 3 years worth of work taken, reviewed, and then plugged into a new trial experience. I firmly believe this experience will take us into the next 3 to 5 years of where we're headed with SAM, which is something truly incredible. The ultimate goal for SAM is that you are no longer tied to a desktop or a laptop computer. Now imagine having access to a personal assistant who has the entire context of your CRM because it is your CRM. And you could do that in several different ways, one of which would be having conversations over your phone while you're in the car, commuting, or while you're just working about your life. So imagine a Jarvis-style assistant, always ready, has full context of your business, and can help you out. That's where we're taking SAM. But for now, we needed to build the foundation, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at. So until then, I'm super excited. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for looking at this experience with me. Hopefully this has been a lot of fun for you. And go ahead and hop over to part 2. What we're going to be diving into is the actual back end of our customer account that we use to help manage our entire business inside of SAM. If you have any questions, feel free and reach out. Cody at workflowsecrets.info. If this kind of thing is something that you would like to have help building into your business, you can either get a subscription, or we have several different ways that you can actually work with us that would involve us helping build this for you. But either way you split it, we are about to do something incredible. We're about to do it together inside of SAM, and I can't wait to see you.